Ah, hello there. Or maybe this time around I should say, bonjour, mes amis. Bienvenue à Passpartout, here on, La Rue de Paris, or, well, at least I hope it is anyway. As in, I think I hope it's in Paris, not as in I think that's French for on the streets of Paris, here on the streets of Paris. I know that's the French for that. The problem is, conceptually, I'm not sure if this is Paris on account of it being a dark room right now. I'm getting carried away. Hello, welcome to Passpartout, a game about a starving French green man called Passpartout. And today, we're going to draw some pictures as him. To be honest, after I had my ass handed to me by Sister Friede and thoroughly giving up on Dark Souls, I wanted something relaxing, something very zen. So I thought today I would go for a game that is very zen. Now, I haven't actually got a career going right now. I just wanted to make sure everything was working fine. If you haven't played Passpartout before, it is essentially just you draw pictures, and then the real gameplay comes from people bidding on your pictures. You're trying to work your way up from being a starving artist here on the streets of Paris up to the finest artist with your works being displayed in that really famous French museum. I know the name of it. I'm just not going to stoop to their level. Click on the easel to start painting. Okay, we could do that. Ah, here we are. My first painting, my first masterpiece. I think let's give ourselves some credit here. What am I going to paint? Now, for those of you who watched here, you'll know that I recently watched the entirety of Neon Genesis Evangelion, which I won't go into details here, but I thought was complete and utter trite. Therefore, I'm going to draw something that I think is reminiscent of that particular animated show. And this is the easy part. This is just where you allow your creativity and your freedom of expression to bloom. So, hang on, let me just see. Okay. So, okay, let me just test out the controls here, see what we got working with. All right. And you can see a little Passpartout over there is drawing as we draw. You can put him through all sorts of calisthenics, which is always quite nice. So we're gonna draw my impression of the show. Or more specifically, I watched the movies, Neon Genesis Evangelion. So I'm gonna start with and now you're about to see the extent of my drawing skills here. We're gonna start with something very, very simple. God, I'm trying to picture the cartoon version of this thing in my mind, and I'm not entirely sure I remember how it looks, but I can give it a go. So I hope you're all here to enjoy a nice zen... Well, that's way too thick. Can you undo? Can you control Z? Oh, you can't. We don't even have a rubber? We just have to get rid of it. Okay, fair enough. I'll be here for a nice zen 30 minutes of painting and seeing how good my haggling skills are, and how awful my painting skills are. Bear in mind, I am using a mouse right now as well, so you have to give me some credit for that. Ah, here we go. Yes, it's all coming together in my mind. Ah, that is perfect. I really should have done the brown first, but that would have also spoiled the joke, so you're gonna have to bear with me on this one. That's fine though. It's all about freedom of creativity, the medium and expression of whatever you want it to be. Really, if you want to draw it in a bizarre order, you do that. Now, this is also a really great Twitch game. Me and Elise used to play it when we were long distance over Discord, using a random word generator to give you like a random word, and then you've got to guess what each other is drawing from it. Kind of like Drawful or something like that, I guess. You know what? That doesn't look as bad as I thought. Excellent. We can click on the register to keep track of our cash flow. Right now it's 0, but I think with this masterpiece, soon we're going to be fine. Now, we do have bills. The streets of Paris are a cutthroat place, but that's probably because it's in France. We just add a few extra little details here to, I feel like this really does capture Neon Genesis Evangelion as a concept. I'm going to make these really stinky lines. See, now I've done that in a very unique style where none of the borders are the right size, and that drives me kind of mad. Oh my god, it cost me 80 euros, I'm assuming, to run a fucking street lamp above a garage in Paris. That doesn't seem right at all. And honestly, I'm really happy with this. Neon Genesis Evangelion, though, had a lot of religious sub-themes to it. So I'm going to add... I'm going to use a nice pink color here to represent humanity. And it was all about humanity's struggle with divinity. So I'm going to do a nice pink blob representing humanity in the shape of a cross embedded into the turd that is Neon Genesis Evangelion. I'm quite happy with that. It almost looks like a waving poo. And you know what? I'm going to commit to that idea. Oh no, I've used the wrong color. I've completely ruined everything. The French government are going to take away my bricks, which is apparently all we have right now. I'm committing to that concept. This is going to be Passpartout's first masterpiece. Right, let me just get his eyes done here as well. This is very important stuff, you see. I'll just go for... Ah! My PC crashed! Was Passpartout too intense a game? Are we back on? Oh, hold on 1 second. Oh, no. No, have I lost my masterpiece? Are we still on? I think we're still fine. Oh, no. Look at what has happened. Passpartout had the shakes. He hasn't had any alcohol recently, and it's really getting to him. I'm sure I can redeem that. Don't worry, I can redeem that. Hang on, let's just do the eyes a bit more simply here. I'm gonna have to go with a bit of a larger brush than I wanted to, just to try and cover up my mistakes. Going suddenly cold turkey because you were evicted by the French government is never a good thing. Wait, what the fuck color is our canvas if that's coming out like that? Weird. Okay, that's fine though. That's all right. Now let's get to... and that is the white color. Wow, it looks kind of transparent almost. You see, it's got kind of a different texture to what we've got going on with the rest of the canvas. That's okay though. Oh no, that was way too large. Free napkins should not be free, according to The Economist. I know how you feel. It's a shameful society we live in, where creativity is stifled, where the artist cannot express themselves for fear of eviction. That is just atrocious. But you know what? I'm committing to it. I feel like I'm trying to undo mistakes. I'm trying to catch up with what has been lost thanks to my PC crashing. Hang on, let's do something like that. There we are. Much better. Excellent, excellent. Let's just do a little bit of kind of feathering along the edge of the leg there to make it look as if it is protruding from the turd that is Neon Genesis Evangelion. I feel like I'm going to alienate a lot of fans here. I'm sorry, okay? It just wasn't for me. I hadn't watched the original TV show. I didn't think it was that good. And I'm going to give him, because he's repressed by the French government here, I am going to give him a, I'm going to give him a sad face. I'm going to give him a sad face. The horrors of society. And honestly, I feel like this is actually more symbolizing my reaction to watching Neon Genesis Evangelion than, in fact, Neon Genesis Evangelion itself. Let me just thicken this a little bit. See, I'm almost ruining it here. Not having an undo button is making this very difficult. I feel like I made that now way worse. I'm going to commit before I do any more damage. And that makes it landscape or portrait. Wow, that's very avant-garde, isn't it? Oh, I like it. He has collapsed, but the smell does not waft upwards, but it wafts sideways towards the viewer of the painting to symbolize that the oppression of the upper class and the fall of society is inevitable and everybody will be equally washed in the smell. I'm going to put that on display. Fantastic work, Passpartout. Now we get to name our masterpiece, and I'm going to call it Neon Genesis Evangelion. Perfect. I sure hope somebody... Oh, it's the baguette seller. My friend. I will take your finest baguette. Is he here to buy a painting, perhaps? Ah. Is he going to buy my... Let's take a look at our finances, actually. 15 in wine, 10 in baguettes, and 55 in rent. We're at minus 80. With absolutely no cash flow from the Banque La Flamme. Staggering. Staggering. Why are you painting without passion, says Synth? Synth? What are you talking about? Look at the passion in that. Fine. She wants passion. I'll give you passion. You watch this. You want to see some passion here? Bill's inbound. Okay, you know what? We're going to start. We're going to start with a strong, bold color. And we're going to stick to a very simple palette this time. What about this old guy? This old guy will buy it. Come on, come on. French George R.R. Martin. Yes! This artist seems to know their craft. He's offering me 111 of his finest euros for Neon Genesis Evangelion. I'm going to haggle him. Oh, he went down. Okay, I'm sorry, please. I need to buy my wine and baguettes. We're going to go with something very, We're going to go with a bit more of a impressionist piece this time, I feel. I have no idea what that word means. It just sounded vaguely artistic. I'm gonna do a line, and I'm gonna see what jumps out to me. What immediately jumps out to me from this particular piece is an old adage. Let's see if you can guess it. Let's see if you can guess this old adage as I draw it. Because if I succeed in this, then I know the painting is going to be a success. Let's go for a slightly smaller brush here, and I'm going to do one of those. Ooh, that might have been a bit aggressive, but that's okay. Sometimes you have to commit to these things. The perspective of this is going to be so fucked. But it's just it's leaping out to me from the canvas. I don't make the rules. If anything, I'm just a medium for this genius to flow through, okay? Let's go for a slightly smaller brush. It's not the most intuitive thing. I certainly wouldn't swap this out for, say, my copy of Photoshop, but... Okay, here we are. Here we are. Let's go for... Right, now, how are you doing this? I've got to think of the perspective of this guy. We could have it sideways on, I suppose. Okay. So I'm going to do just a quick one of these. Are you seeing it yet? Is it springing out to you? Now, I want to do something a bit more... Ah, yes, that's good. That is incredible. And I'm going to leave it pupilless, because that is more of an indictment on I feel the society we all live in. This is a, and I'm sure you can all tell what it is at this point, but let me just do some outlines here. I might redo the nose, because honestly, that's really letting this whole piece down. It would be perfect if not for that. Just do some outlines here. There we are. New line of fashionable dog shoes. Ah, wowee. Okay. Now, I'm going to give it some very simplistic legs here. Oh, no! Wait, was I using the wrong pink? There was a pinker pink? Oh, you fool. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I was going to stick to kind of these colors as a palette. This kind of corner here. It wasn't originally going to be what I've created here. Do they have knees? I'm pretty sure all mammals have knees. I've just given a hint away. It is a mammal, okay? Wow. What could it be, though? It's not very aerodynamic, I will admit that. But then again, maybe there's a good reason they don't do this in real life. Good lord, this is a real crock of shit. Right. And then finally, I'm gonna just shrink that down. Oh, there we go. Can you tell what it is yet? I'm just gonna do a little... That's its mouth. Can you tell what it is yet? It's a very... I shouldn't use that expression when I am painting. Slight upsetting ramification there. There we go. Perfect. And you know what? I've made its face more human-like to represent humanity's self-consuming nature. It is a flying pig, which I feel like is me trying to do like gentle stripes along it, forgetting that it's all just a block color. Never mind. Here. We'll do something like that's a wing, just in case you can't tell. It's obviously meant to be a wing that I've definitely not fucked up there by forgetting how this works. It is a representation of humanity's self-consuming nature. I'm going to give it a little ear too. That's how ears look. Don't question it. It was originally a pig face, but I thought the human face, the pupilless human, shows our blindness to our own self-consuming nature and the fleeting nature of it. Hence why it is soaring through the skies of France. That is beautiful. And I'm going to call that... I'm going to call that finger licking good. Again, it's all social commentary so far. Now, you can't just have everything be... Oh, look, there's the French Gallery, whose name I refuse to use. There's the Triumphal Arch, and then there's the tower that they have. Now, everything can't be social commentary. Life gets very dull when everything is a criticism, when everything is a stab. Either above or below. Oh! He says, très bien, Benjamin. You may enjoy my piece on the consumption of society. Of course, the man who would sell food would buy finger-licking good. Wowee. Okay, so, sorry, we can't just have everything be a social commentary. I'm going to do some fan art now of everybody's favorite show, The Simpsons. So I'm going to attempt to draw Bart Simpson. And I think this is very straightforward. He has a very distinctive shape. There's a very distinctive shape indeed. Now, I think you'd already know who that is. Just based on that alone, I think you'd already know who that is. But this Bart Simpson, I'm going to have a slight twist to it. People in France love The Simpsons, famously. You know what? I'm going to start with a yellow background. And you know what? I'm going to do something really weird here. I'm going to do something really weird. It's still fan art. It's not meant to be a social commentary. We're going to put down his face. Okay, with his hair. Here we go, here we go. You know what? We'll just make his face slightly thicker. That's fine. That's okay. Art is all about working with what you've got. And I don't have very much, so I'm going to work with it. My God, am I going to work it? Okay, let's just bring this up to here. And there's his pointy hair. Everybody knows Bart's pointy hair. Perfect. There we are. Now you can see, hopefully already, my take on this one is very straightforward. I do an eye and an eye, and I will be outlining them. Don't panic quite yet. Oh, that's too thick. Oh, that's too thick. Oh, no. If only there was an undo button. Bart's soulless eyes. Now, I've got to be very careful that I don't get sued, which is why this is also a bad painting, by the way. It's so that I don't get a lawsuit. Now, Simpson's characters from the front. You're welcome to go and look this up. They're cursed enough. I don't have to do anything here. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. But I'm going to take it even further beyond, my friends. That's right. Boom. That's right. It's a Bart cube. It's a Bart cube. That's what they look like in The Simpsons when you look at them from the side. I'll redo the lines afterwards. They were just kind of to guide me in my journey from two-dimensional Passpartout to third-dimensional Passpartout. We are breaking the boundaries of what should even be possible in art at this point. Better get an award for this. Oh no! Comedy legend Funny Frederica makes a comeback. Gets booed off stage. Pretty Frederic, isn't it? Classic Frederic. Unbelievable. He's not the only person getting booed off of stage right now. The Bart box. Because I've also got to colour all this in if it is a... Oh no. You know, we'll redo his hair spikes. Don't panic. I know it looks bad. I will redeem this. Excellent. Pop culture character. Bartholomew Simpson. I'm not going to give him an ear. I feel like that's too easy. What I am going to give him, though, is some sort of background art. What would I think would be good in the background of Bart Simpson? I've got it. I've got it. A single flesh-colored banana. Because in Simpsons, bananas are the colors of flesh. This is some cursed world, where bananas are also the color of flesh. But this is the real world, where some humans are bright pink colored. I haven't met any yet, but I'm sure some are somewhere. Wow. And then Bart is thinking, should I consume the banana, or is it part of myself? Now I'm seeing something different. Something else is jumping out to me from the canvas. That's Shakespeare. That's Shakespeare. I'm going to draw a skull. In as much space as I have to draw a skull, I'm going to draw a skull. But guess who the skull is of? It's got a spiky head. That's right, it's Elisa's skull. It's Elisa's skull. She has died. And Bart is holding her skull up. And he's saying, alas, poor Lisa. I knew her well. Excellent. Excellent. We're going to call it the flesh sibling. We're going to call it alas, poor Lisa. That is beautiful. It's staggering. It's on a level of genius that even I am struggling to comprehend, and I drew it. My brain is moving faster than my mind can keep up with. Lacks energy. I don't like it. How dare you? Look at his soulless eyes. Those soulless eyes were the first thing I drew. They were accidental and they ended up bringing the whole piece together. He's lifting his sister's skull and he is saying, Lisa. Lisa has become kill. Don't have a cow, Lisa. But of course she cannot. Because Lisa is dead. Okay, now I'm not feeling another landscape piece. We've done a lot of these. So we're going to flip back to portrait here. However, I've decided to buck the medium. And we are going to draw a landscape in portrait. That landscape, it's going to be the New York City skyline. I hate pink. You know what? I'm not going to say the joke I was going to say. Probably be very offensive. I'm going to draw the New York City skyline. Now, I'm going to be completely frank with you. Bad colors? Pink and yellow are famously complementary. Get out of here. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've gone too large already. I have no idea what the New York City skyline looks like. I'm going to do it more nighttime. I have an image in my head, but I don't quite know how to fulfill it. We're going to do something like that. I wish I could do a gradient, kind of blur these together. We'll do some stars in the sky. This is going to be really hard to do. Do some stars in the sky. Here we are. We're going to do kind of generic looking stars. Oh, look at this. Wow. I'm going to have a crescent moon. A crescent moon. Color's too crazy for me. Someone will buy it. It seems like nobody wants to buy it. Someone will buy it. Someone will walk down here. They'll be like, ah, the Simpsons, or whatever it is they call it in France. There we go. Look at that. Let's just sharpen those edges a bit. Make it look more like a crescent moon and less like Pac-Man. Don't want to get sued. Okay. And then below that, the skyline of New York City. Okay, here we go. We're going to have like a building here. Okay, we're going to have a bigger building here. Perfect, perfect. It's going to come down. We're going to have a wide building. Wide building. Something like that. Okay. Then we have this. French people don't say mate. Okay, they don't say mate. They're not allowed to. We have another building here. And I want a big building with a unique top to it. Very good. This is all going to be black, so I'm not too worried about my lines being poor. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're going to have another one kind of there. Kind of there. Perfect. It's New York City, everybody. And I'm going to do that because I'm going to define a nice ground layer to it as well. I think that's incredible. I think that's the best thing I could have painted. And trust me, when this silhouette starts coming together, you're going to say, like, damn, that is New York. Old man yells at cloud. How dare you? I took that personally. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Don't worry, there's going to be more decorations yet. This isn't the end. This is going to be a highly detailed one, my friends. Do something like that. It's kind of... Oh, God, nobody likes it. They're saying the colors are wrong. They're idiots. It will sell. It will sell. Trust me. It will sell. Don't panic. It will sell. All things will sell in the end. That's just the society we live in. You see what it is now? Yeah, you can. You know what's going on here. I think that looks incredible. I don't want to go too hard on the windows, but we've got a lot of empty space going on. We're going to throw in a few smaller windows. Maybe just like a single, one person working overtime in an office. I like it. And then down here, you know what's going on down here? Not a lot, because I don't think the opacity is going to look very good on it. Shadows. Reflected in the water of the bay of New York City. It's ambitious. So ambitious. So ambitious that I'm probably not going to be able to pull it off, but that's not the point. We're going to go like that, and then we're going to go up here. Oh, that one's off. That's at the wrong angle. That's perfect. Colors are too crazy. Someone will buy it. You just got to hold strong. Someone will buy this, my friends. I have faith. Come on. Buy my Bart Simpson, you French fox. Please. It took me hours. Come on. I believe in the people of France. They know good art. They know good art. Why are you painting without passion? So much passion went into that. Look at his eyes. It's like the painting of Vlad the Impaler killing his son. It's like that, but I feel like I've captured far more emotion than that painting ever could have. Now you imagine all this grey that I've drawn down here, but you imagine it's got like 25% opacity on it. And they'll put some ripples in the water to make it, to remind you that this is in fact water. Wow. No, I'll do that in a contrast in blue, please. Whoa. There it is. Pink sucks. Fuck off. You suck. Your baguettes are shit. They're overcooked. You didn't steam them first. Get away from me. Okay. I mean, that's got a real look to it, huh? But then, you know what? I think that's okay. I really wish I could do more about this. Really make this blend together. So I'm just going to kind of break it up in the only way I know how, which is... Oh, no. No one's bought my last painting. We've got more bills in. Ah, shit. Perfect. There it is. Oh, that one's the good one. And now, for a complete curveball, we're going to call it The Future of the Moon. Wow. No one expected that. You made a painting, mate, but you didn't make art. Buy? No, please. I've only got 44 euros left. Buy it, please. A tenner. 10 euros. Just buy the fucking thing. Oh my god, we've got to just churn out shite. Otherwise, the lights are going to be turned off. We're going to get evicted. This fella has no energy. Look at it. It's a beautiful vista of New York City. I'm going to fail the first level. No, come on, please. Does it actually want you to go for actual artistic integrity here? We got to go for, like, complementary colors. Unbelievable. Fine, I'm going to take the EA approach to it. Everything's blue and pink. No, wait, they always go blue and orange. Oh, look at this, though. Steve's up for it. 241. You have saved my family. You've saved my family, Steve. You've unlocked a new tool. What have I got? Ooh. A spray can? Oh. Wowee. We were able to buy some new tools. Okay. Okay. Here we are. I'm going to do something like this. This is going to be a logo for a company that sells things millennials can't afford, but markets them in such a way that they feel like they have to buy it. That's right. And that logo is going to be... I need to pick like a good logo. What do millennials like? What do millennials like? Reliving their childhood. What else do millennials like? They love houses. Millennials fucking love houses. Do I know what houses look like? No, I'm a millennial. That's the best part. I know they've got roofs. Some of them. W has changed tool? Oh, 1 and 2. I see. Someone will buy Bart Simpson. You just gotta hold out. They're playing hard to get. The problem is, word is now spread around Paris of this absolutely astounding Shakespearean take on a classic Simpsons episode. Someone will buy that. Okay. So, what is in the house, though? That's the real question. Well, let's give it an outline for a start. Bad colors. You will buy my art. You will buy my art. Inside the house, what could it be? Broken dreams. How do I represent broken dreams? 3 letters to me represent broken dreams. G-O-T. What could it mean? Some may say Game of Thrones Season 7. I don't say that. This is it. Got. As in, you know, kids will be walking around. They'll be like, oh, have you been to Got recently? And they'll be like, yeah, I got mine. That's good. That's good. That's a good... You can buy that for your logo. Oh, he's brought his brother along. Even his brother doesn't want to buy it. I'm going to call this... The Future. No, I've got the last one, The Future of the Moon. This one's going to be called... Neo-Capitalism. Capitalism? I think that's spelt right. I don't know. I don't speak French. I don't want to metagame it, but I'm also very worried Passpartout is going to be evicted by my radical choice of art. This is going to be the final piece we make today. Let me think about this one a little bit. I see it. I see it. I see it. It's something's coming to me here. Something's coming to me here. Something's coming to me here. Just hold on. Just hold on. Something's leaping out to me from the page. From the page. Something's coming out to me. Hang on. I still can't quite visualize it entirely. But it's almost here. Wait. Okay. Okay. I want to give this an outline. No, it's too thick. I've fucked it up. If only there was an undo tool, my artworks would be the talk of the whole town. You know what? We're going to use different colors. We've already used similar colors to that. We're going to go for greens. We're going to go for greens. We're going to go green. We're going to go orange. We're going to go orange. And then, staggeringly, we're going to go back to green. He's too brave. The world of art will never be the same again. Then we're going to go back to an almost orange. Or some people call it yellow. Some people would call it yellow. I wouldn't. I would call it almost orange. I'm a nightmare whenever I go to B&Q. They hate me. They hate me because I've got that much respect for the color. And then the center is going to be white. More white than that, please. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. What do I see when I look at this? What do I see when I look at this? I see someone desperate to pay the bills. And then, what color does not go well with any of these? I think a brown. Done. Take it, please. My wine. In the middle. In the middle. We're going to have a nice little eye look. A nice eye look. And it's going to be a single flower. That's what it's going to be. I've decided it's going to be a single flower. In the middle of this psychedelic explosion. Have a single leaf. Have a little leaf. That's how leaves look. I don't know if you've ever seen a flower before. It's very complicated. And that's going to be in a plant pot. It's going to be in a plant pot. It's the lonely flower. That is art. I'm going to make the outside layer black so it feels a bit more oppressive. It feels as if the plant itself is bringing life, color, saturation, a vividness, and is pushing back the oppressive darkness. Life which has sprung from the dirt has caused all of this to happen. Oh, that is incredible. That is incredible. I'm going to call this one Genesis. In brackets, not the Phil Collins one. Boom. Boom. Yes! He lifts his hat for us. My friend. Thank you. Thank you. Please buy... just buy it. Pink and yellow go together. Please just buy it. My children are starving. Look what he's sleeping on. Poor Passpartout. He's having to sleep on a mattress on the floor in a garage. Let's check our finances. Ah! I think we can safely say this was a success. And honestly, a success for Passpartout, but more importantly, a success for me. Mentally. This has been a zen experience. The only thing that could potentially top it now, as if the baguette seller with the pumpkin head says, yes, I will buy Bart. You motherfucker. Well, thank you all for watching my foray into the Parisian street art scene. It's somewhere I never thought I would end up going, but I feel like I found my true home. I'm gonna brick the next person that says they don't like my Bart Simpson. Give me that. Can I pick that up? Can I pick that up, please? No? I'm walking away. Thank you all for watching. If you would like to see more Passpartout, what the hell happened there? I think my screens have gone. Oh, wait, what? I don't know what's happened here, but when I move my cursor over to the right, it appears on my left-hand screen. Funnily enough, I don't generally keep it set up that way. However, I will say thank you for watching Passpartout. This has been a disaster. I was set up to fail, and I didn't have an undo button, which really did screw me over. Thank you. Thank you for being here with me.